United States of whatever.
Welcome to another episode of Two Whites and a Blue. My name is Joey. I'm here with Will and Mike. And what a week, boys.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It is your birthday, yeah. Is your birthday tomorrow? Is it officially tomorrow?
Tuesday. No, it's on Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay. That's it's a little bit of ways away. My
Reaching
name's
30 waters.
Did I say our names already? I'm Joey, that's Will and Mike, and we're still on Zoom because Doug Ford and our fearless leaders have imposed these fines on gatherings of friends, even if we're doing essential business like talking about markets.
This is so essential.
Yeah, that's right. It is essential.
Bullshit. It's bullshit because I'm immune. I should be able to fucking go party it up.
That's a whole other story. What did you spend your money on last week, boys?
Mike, you've been chopping at the bit, bud. You giver.
I bought something last night because I submitted to an ad on the internet.
Can I guess the price point?
I want to guess too.
Sure, yeah.
Between $50 and $100.
More.
Ooh.
It was on sale. It was on sale.
Can we get some? Let's go not 20 questions, but let's play a little guess who with this.
Yeah.
Was the ad on? Cool. Was the ad on Instagram?
Yep, it's on. That's not where I got hit with it, but it was on Instagram.
Whoa! So you saw an ad off of Instagram?
I've seen it it's everywhere. It's fucking big right now.
So did you click on it off of?
No. I went there manually.
Oh, okay.
But you saw it on Instagram first.
I saw it. It's fucking everywhere. I cannot pinpoint what made me buy it.
I'm looking.
Is it advertised on podcasts?
Yep.
Okay, I have a guess.
You can't.
But I will keep going.
Is it? It's advertised on podcasts.
Will, would you like to solve the puzzle?
I don't know. You said it's over $100.
Yeah, and it was on sale. It was when I bought it. It was 46% off.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a Shopify store.
I bought a store.
Is it? Yeah. Joey, got another question? I have a guess.
I'll give you the price of it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's about 100. It was $140. Regularly, like 280. Like call it whatever, 260, whatever you want. Basically half off.
Does the company start with a T?
No.
Fuck. All right. Never mind.
What are you gonna guess?
Tushy?
What the fuck is that?
A bidet.
A bidet?
No, I didn't buy a bidet.
Okay, I gotta guess. I gotta guess. Did you buy?
A bidet. I mean, honestly, you're in the realm.
Really? A bidet is
in the realm.
That's in the realm of. Oh.
Yes. You'll understand when I drop it.
I'm not saying my guess then. Not yet. Anyway.
What podcast advertises it?
Yeah.
Lots, man. Lots. It's a huge advertiser right now.
Oh, is it a toothbrush?
Pretty close, but no.
Oh, what? Okay, so it's a toiletry item?
Is it one of those whitening things you plug into your mouth and
no? It's got nothing to do with teeth.
It beams.
It's a toiletry item for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah. What the fuck is it called? Oh my god. What is it called? It's for your.
I don't know what it's called. I gotta look this up.
It's the razor for your nuts.
The Manscaped?
Yeah, baby.
No, you did?
Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. I don't know why. I was just like, fuck it, I'm buying it.
So you're a single guy. You care about.
I care about that anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, you may care about it more than most, I guess, because neither of us have a Manscaped. I just use whatever's in the washroom.
Well, so did I. I use because ever since I stopped shaving my head, I was just using my clippers.
Right.
Gotta tell you, they're not ideal.
I nicked myself doing a little trim the other day.
It was like,
yeah,
but that's fucking shit, man. Like,
if you catch a hair, the hair is coarse. If you catch one,
oh my god, you can't really fucking. It's not good. Fucking off. So, but I don't know. Honestly, I was just sitting there on my computer, and then it just came up. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it. It was on sale. I thought it was gonna be like $60.
That sounds expensive as fuck.
It's like $300 for what I got.
What did you get? Like the suite
kit. So you get the thing, whatever it is.
The lawnmower.
The lawnmower. Then you get the nosed ones, which I don't need, but fuck it, came with it.
I got nose hairs now. Those will come in a couple of years.
You can just shove it up your ass.
Yeah. but Yeah, it comes with that, the nosed one. Like, and the thing is, like, the lawnmower is like $120 for on its own. So I bought this kit, and then it's got like ball deodorant.
The ball deodorant, yeah, which makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, and then I got the fucking, and it's like some anti-chafing shit and a pair of boxers. So I was like, whatever.
I saw that kit.
Why not just add another level to my hygiene? Like I'm a freak for hygiene. I don't know what it is. I fucking flip out if anything. I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, why not just fucking ramp it up even more?
This could be a good product review at some point.
So I'm now it's just like I might as well just buy a legit tool. And it's like it's fucking big and it's only got good reviews.
Yeah.
And I'll have it forever. So
whose promo code did you use?
I didn't use one. It was on sale. It didn't give me the option.
Really?
Give me the option.
Come on.
Maybe I just fucked up. But I just bought it. I said, whatever.
This is like the router, right? Where you thought the router was a problem. Really, you just didn't finish reading.
That's why I don't do online shopping, or much shopping for that matter.
I feel like all those podcast items or whatever the advertisements, you're only using their promo code to get them money. You can go to the website and it's like the same shit you see like on TV where it's like only available for the next 15 minutes, and it's like that you see that fucking commercial every single day. Yeah, that's the same shit with all those podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe people fell for that.
Fell for what? That shit?
No, the 15 minutes. Like, for the next 15 minutes, we'll send
order 5 nights. We'll send
limited time only.
How do you like? No one needs a second slap chop. You only need one slap chop.
Only 2. You get like 8.
Is that you get 8?
So
order this in the next 15 minutes, and we'll give you 15 slap chops. Oh, cool! That's awesome. I should do. That's a great deal. And then you can flip it. Make a profit.
You only pay shipping and handling.
Yeah, which is like $90. And then, that's the other thing. It was free international shipping.
Wow.
I don't know. Like
how long?
I was thinking about those like podcast offers, like fucking Dollar Shave Club and all that shit. And like, I think if you, like, I don't really need it, but like some people definitely do. Like if you fucking burn through razors, those things are fucking expensive.
Yeah,
I think if you do that, like I don't really know what the premise of the deal is with Dollar Shave Club. In my head, it should be $1 a month, if that's what it's.
Just like Dollarama's, everything's for $1.
$1. Well, that's what their fucking company is, Dollar Shave Club. I guess it's like $1 a shave. I don't know, but I mean, like I think if you like really consider some of those deals, like they're probably pretty legit.
Fuck yeah, because I'm pretty sure those companies are probably losing money on a lot of their things just to like become super popular. And then once they like kind of like have like your market share, then they can start like actually trying to make a profit on their shit and like increasing the price.
As soon as I fucking typed like buy or clicked buy, right away it just goes to some subscription service. Oh, we can just keep sending you shit if you want. And I'm like, no, fuck you, man. Yeah. Like what the fuck am I gonna need? Am I gonna just need to re-up this sack deodorant every fucking month? Like how much of this shit am I gonna fucking use? Like I don't even know what it is.
Bag full of
it might even smell like shit. It's just like a bottle of Aqua Velva. You just dip your nuts in meat. Fucking what the fuck? But I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm buying it. I don't know. Like I'm completely blind right now. We'll see what happens. It might be completely shit.
What do you think? What do you think the underwear are going to be like? Are they like microfiber or
probably pretty dope? They're like a 3-pack of them is like $50.
That's That's only but that's those bullshit numbers like the MSRP like that might be your manufacturer's suggested retail price. But if it's like a shitty pair of underwear, I bought some underwear off Amazon a little while ago, like and they were on sale, like DKNY underwear, and they're fucking shit. They suck.
Yeah.
And like they look great on the ad, the reviews are all good, and then you get them and you're like, are people really wearing underwear this bad and thinking they're 5-star? Like these are not 5-star underwear.
Well, the way I'm thinking about those are like no one's probably going to Manscaped to buy their underwear. They're just gonna throw them in this kit and they can label it for whatever the price they want on the website because no one's actually gonna buy them. So like adds value to this kit. These are worth $50.
Smart.
I think they're a legit company because
they definitely are.
Because man, like I went there, I was like, I'm just gonna get the fucking whatever, the sale. And then next thing you know, I'm on the website for like 15 minutes. I'm like, I could get one of these. And the thing is, what they do, you get some fucking bag with it too that's worth $50 or whatever. I'm like, it's a fucking bag.
Oh, the travel bag.
Yeah, but then they give you, they're like, you start scrolling down the list, and I'm thinking that this is all the shit I'm getting, but it's not. It's separate. But I'm like, oh fuck,
right,
like fucking 50 things.
Why do you need a travel bag for that?
Buy this shit.
Exactly. Why would you ever need to go shave your nuts on a vacation?
Like you're taking the razor with you, like on or like the whatever the tool, the anal tool, the prober.
If you're going on like a fucking like a 5-month vacation, sure.
I don't know.
It's not a vacation.
The inside of my ass, the inside of my rectum is just fucking. It's just a
so chewed up.
Chewed up. That's how I want people to think about my rectum. Yeah, it's pretty chewed up.
And honestly, part of me was like, I want to buy this just so I can talk about it on the show because it'd be fucking funny.
Oh, we're there now.
We've gotten 15 minutes of content out of it.
Imagine you just went to get your first colonoscopy. Like you've been using the Manscaped thing for 15 years, and the doctor
I'm just gonna rip my asshole with that thing?
The doctor brings you in. You think he's about to tell you have like stage 2 colon cancer. Really, he's just like, hey bud. He's like,
to let you know.
He goes, hey bud, pretty chewed up in there. It's pretty chewed up.
Yeah.
I want to cool it on the Manscaping, you know. FYI. Got a lot of guys who make that mistake. Don't want to do that.
Yeah, no. Manscaped #1 cause for fucking chewed up buttholes.
Really chewed them up there. I can't believe that.
It's like a fucking electric lawnmower. Like
he's probably going like, you got to use a mirror, and maybe if your wife will do it for you, like don't do it yourself. You can't see.
Don't just shove it in there and turn it on.
He's like, you got to oil the blades once in a while. You can't just go in there dry.
No, like I don't know. And then like I was scrolling down the page.
What else you buy this week? A couple of coffees and a fucking anal probe.
Yeah, what? It went so far off the norm from that.
Good.
Now the best part about this is now everyone, like, as we've been talking about me fucking chewing up my asshole for like 10 minutes, everyone's gonna assume that that's what I bought.
Wait till I make the headliner thing for Instagram. I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, I can't
ominously cut up, ominously chopped up.
Yeah, of course. But the thing is, what I think they're doing right, which is like for marketing, is like their packaging. Like they got pun intended, but they got like
your company is
cutting kits, and it's like in a nice brown leather case and like shit like that. I'm like, people will eat that up for sure, man. Like. I was like, I want that. That's kind of sweet. And like, it's just one of those things you'll have. Like, wow, that's really cool. I'll never fucking use it.
Good packaging is like good packaging, man. With the stuff that comes online now, like I know the Cuts shirts when I got them, they come in nice packages.
Dude, I still have my box for my headphones just because I want it.
Yeah.
I just like it.
You might use it.
Right here. I just still have it. It's just right here. I just like it.
Yeah.
It's like a nice solid box. I just want.
And it's like it's hard, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I like it. I can just store things in it.
Your iPhone boxes, like everyone has their old iPhone boxes.
I have it in my drawer.
For some reason, like they're just too nice to throw away.
It's a good box,
but you'll never use it.
It's got that iPhone box. Are good for storing business cards and shit.
Mm-hmm. That you have a lot of.
Not yet.
Throw a couple BCs in there.
The business cards. They're gonna be embossed.
Mike Homulus, ball hygiene expert.
Mm-hmm.
No ball hygiene haver.
It hasn't come in yet though, right?
No, I just ordered it yesterday. It just shipped today. I'll probably get it in like 3 years.
Yeah,
I just wanted to maintain the bush, you know what
trim
I'm saying?
Trim up the grays.
Fucking grass looks bigger when it's trimmed, bro.
What'd you spend your money on? On that note, what'd you spend your money on, Will?
I don't know. Your standard fucking Home Depot shit. And still putting in time at the old rental property. So
what'd you pull down this week as far as tools and rental related gear?
I didn't. I think I made 2 trips to Home Depot. Probably spent like a couple $100. Just like more materials, lumber, and the fuck else did I buy? I had to buy some making my own screen windows. Because there's like so like there's like. I guess the windows were like custom because like you can't just buy the size screen, but then the Home Depot sells like these kits where you just like cut your own sheet metal and like form your own window, and it comes with a screen and shit. Yeah, it was only like $25 too.
Is it hard?
I haven't done it yet. I don't know.
That sounds pretty.
A bitch. I used to install. I installed Windows for one summer, and the fucking screen windows. I not saying I ever had to make them. But like putting them in was whack. So I can only, for some reason, I just feel making them is just going to be a bitch. I don't know why.
Well, half of my job when I worked in Mississauga at those like fucking the ghetto apartments was like fixing screen windows. So I it's not that bad. Fixing screen windows, like putting the screens in and shit. I don't know about cutting the metal and forming it. That's probably going to be a nightmare. But I don't know. I'm going to find out tomorrow, I guess.
You got a pair
Other
of
than that, yeah, exactly. Yeah, other than that, nothing fucking fun. Didn't buy anything for my nuts.
That does sound sad. That's kind of a sad
bummer, dude. You should.
I know.
I'll let you know.
I know.
You can borrow mine if you want.
Bought some AMC shares, though, I'll tell you that much.
I cannot fucking wait to talk about the money I wasted on the stock market this week, and then sat with, and then made back, and then wasted again today.
Man, I just got in, made out like a bandit.
Yeah.
You crushed it.
Yeah, that was so lucky.
I was like, when you sent that, it was just like just a quick text. Got in, I turned this amount into this amount. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Good haul.
Like the thing is, like, if I had that would just boost my portfolio so much.
Yeah, well, it didn't hurt mine.
I'm to blame but myself. You guys were diligent, on top of it, paying attention. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Now it's not even really like diligence. It's just like aware of the situation.
We talked about it last week on Friday. We talked about it. We talked about how like this was going to get out of control on Monday. There was going to be opportunities to YOLO in and just ape into these fucking things. BlackBerry, garbage stock. Nokia, garbage stock. AMC, movie theaters are closed. They're super spreader events. Garbage stock.
Yeah.
Send it.
Man, like, I'll be honest with you. On Friday, I wasn't even listening, and that's my fault. Right, so now I'm like sitting there seeing like the results of the fruits of the happening, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start fucking listening to you motherfuckers, I guess, because I was okay, fuck.
I didn't spend any money on anything last week. Let's get into the fucking GameStop shit, okay? This is like,
Are you sure?
Listen, I've been stomping around my house all week long, okay? As I'm sure
fired up he is.
I'm sure you guys can tell. Like I am flooding the chat with tweets and shit about GameStop.
It's so jokes. Can we just talk about how many like if we were a girlfriend and you were a guy trying to get us, you would have no chance. You don't know how to read a crowd. You're just like,
I don't care. I don't care. You guys fucking read it. Read it. Fucking listen to it. To digest the content.
Yeah.
I honestly look at them all, and I actually listen to a couple of those podcasts. But like, I don't know. By the time I respond to the last one, there's like 4 more hour-long podcasts that you've just like spammed the chat with.
Did you listen?
Yo, we don't have the time.
I don't care. Okay, I need an outlet for this because my wife, your sister, is so tired of me. She's probably calling a lawyer in the other room right now to make sure the assets are secure.
Well, now that you guys cleaned up so much on GMC or GME or whatever, you can afford it.
Like a rock.
What assets?
Yeah. So okay,
sorry, you can't afford a lawyer. It's all tied up.
Let's start from last week. We talked on the show about GameStop short squeezes. We didn't know exactly what the nature of the short squeeze was, or the nature of the meme stock, or the nature of like the Wall Street Bets play. I don't think. But on Sunday, Monday, when we started to pay a little bit of attention, this is the first time I've ever heard, for people listening to the show, like who are asking me on Twitter about short squeezes, short interest. I'll tell you right now, before Monday, I didn't know half of this stuff. Like, I had never heard the phrase short interest before, I think maybe Friday or Monday this week.
Oh, yeah, that's funny that you say that because our buddy Sean, Mike, he sent me a text yesterday or 2 days ago, a screenshot of me and his conversation from April, and it was him sending me a screenshot of GameStop's short float back in April, and it was like 99 point whatever %. He's like, man, do you remember this?
Does he have holdings?
No, he didn't.
It would have been like $1 or something.
Imagine.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine he had like 100 shares. Yeah, I just made 30K.
Oh, he's like, man, we fucked up so bad, and he sent me that screenshot. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, you're right. God damn it.
So it turns out you don't listen to me and you don't listen to him, and now look at you. All
right, Joe, take it easy. It's tough, man. It's tough.
Buddy,
I can't sit there like as a fucking, I don't know, man. It's like I'm a gambling man, sure, but like when it comes to this shit, I don't really like the gambling approach. And it's like taking someone's advice on, like, anybody's advice on stocks is tough to fucking to digest. You know, I'm like, well, what the fuck makes you think you know? Like, how the fuck, like, you know what I mean? You're at mercy of like the information you're reading, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's like, I don't know. And the thing is, I also wasn't paying attention. I should have. But whatever. I mean, this was good. This is a huge learning experience for me. Like, I completely understand what a short is now, and now a long after today. You know, like, I'm like, okay, so like, maybe I didn't like profit from it or but I definitely learned, which is good.
The short interest thing. the short interest thing is major. And so the GameStop thing for the uninitiated, okay? My dad and a couple other people.
By the way, no one.
Go.
My girlfriend yesterday was like, so what's this GameStop?
It's unbelievable. Everybody's fucking talking about it.
I was
it's
like,
all over my Instagram
for you. I know. Man,
but I'm like, what? Everybody knows stocks now? Like, nobody was talking about this last week, and now everybody's a fucking investing guru.
Oh man, no, that
pissed me off
really
too.
Bothered me, but it pissed me off.
It pissed me off too. I was like, fuck you guys. I've been working at this for 6 months, kind of, and now everybody fucking. It's like you're posting it on your story, like that's your thing. Like, fuck you.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Dude. As if you know what's going on,
exactly,
or even understand, like.
I've been working at this.
Or you have a fucking dollar to put in. You got no fucking capital. You got nothing in the game. You read a couple of tweets. You saw a couple of Instagram posts. They're all memes.
It's the glamour of it.
All you care about is the Wall Street Bets guy, the meme guy, which, by the way, how is it possible that Snapchat, who is like needs a life raft, has not put in a Wall Street Bets filter yet for their fucking selfies? What are they waiting for?
Yeah.
Why can't you get Why can't you be that guy?
Who owns fucking Snapchat? Is it Facebook?
No,
themselves.
Snapchat. Yeah.
Who?
Themselves. They're a stock. They're listed, yeah.
You think they need a life raft? You think they're fucking failing? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, people are moving off of it.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't understand because, like, I don't know. I like Snapchat. People don't like it.
I
don't know. I like it. It's just like I like it because it's like my own personal form of social media, I guess.
The saving grace for Snapchat is that kids don't want to be anywhere their parents are, and with Facebook owning Instagram, their parents are going to start being there more and more and more and more, and Snapchat may be the way out. That or TikTok. TikTok's another
TikTok, I think is winning that race.
Yeah.
TikTok's a trip to me. I fuck that shit.
Okay, so
TikTok is so fucking whack, man.
Let's go to GameStop because I'm getting fucking texts, I'm getting calls from people I don't know, people I do know. A guy named Joe Exotic on Twitter today said he liked the podcast, asked for podcast recommendations. People are starting to pay attention to finance. They're starting to pay attention to this show, and they want to.
Okay, we got to throw GameStop in the title. Absolutely,
100%.
See how many views it gets.
It's going to be GameStop GME in the title. It's going to be GameStop GME short squeezes. Pornhub and OnlyFans in the title. That's going to be in the title.
Porn.
This will be our first 1,000 play episode if we put all that stuff in there.
We'll get to 1,000. GameStop, live action, sex, porn,
ball deodorant.
GameStop.
Okay, so GameStop has, long story short, no pun intended, more outstanding shares that are being short sold than shares available on the broader market, retail or otherwise. That's my understanding. Will, you can stop me if I'm missing anything here. At the moment, it looks to me like I sent you guys in the chat, Friday night, January, whatever it is, 28th or 29th, the short interest after all the stuff that happened this week, which we will get into, is still 121%. 121%. Yeah. That's off a Bloomberg terminal. It's not off a fucking shitty. That guy that I sent you guys his tweet, Jim Bianco, he runs a firm, man. That guy's legit. He doesn't fucking post garbage.
Well, that guy, it was like I don't know, like a couple hundred likes, 50 retweets. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, that guy's not a Twitter head. He's a fucking fun guy. He doesn't waste his time on social media. But with stuff like this, like he'll put something out. So to backtrack, Monday morning, okay, I'm gonna pull up the stock action here. We can talk a bit about the stock action over the last week. Monday morning.
Mike, have you been looking at it every day?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at.
It's hard not to.
But yeah, well, fuck, it's everywhere now. Because like I said, everybody's fucking all over GameStop and GME and even AMC. But it's like AMC, AMC is the one that's kind of like, it's like Ethereum to Bitcoin, I guess.
It's the poor man's GameStop.
Right. So I'm like, okay, that's what I bought. I bought some today just because fucking I had $60 in Air Canada. I'm like, sold it. I'm like, I'll just buy this, whatever. AMC? Worst case, I lose $60. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, AMC is probably like I got into it because I was like, all right, it might pop up, be the next GME. They're gonna be looking for the next stock, and it's only like a few bucks. It was like $4 when I bought it, and like it doesn't matter what the valuation is, but the fact that it was only like $4, everyone's like in their head is like $4 to $80 seems
unit
way
bias. Yeah,
it seems way more feasible than 40 to 800. So they're like, fuck it. Yeah, I was like, all right, everyone's gonna start piling into AMC soon. Let's get in right now.
Yeah, see, that's like where I want to be mentally, like in the game. Like I want to be like making those kinds of predictions, right? Like I can't see it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's my goal. Like my goal for this year in this shit is to be able to kind of start making predictions and like doing that kind of shit and
Yeah,
move
fuck yeah.
money around like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
So
like,
Plus, I hadn't.
Go ahead.
No, it's sick. I hadn't fucking actually like bet like a crazy like not like I don't even like basically a casino stock in like quite a long time.
yeah, you were
So
down.
I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, fuck it. I had like I don't know whatever cash I had left in my account that just been building up because I auto deposit every week. I was like, fuck it, I'll just spend all of it. I actually went into the negatives by accident because I didn't account for my transaction fees. So it was like negative like $7.
Well, for
with my
a short period of time.
Yeah, for like 16 hours. And then I was like, all right, fuck it. Up 235%. I'm just going to sell. I don't know. This is.
I mean, whatever. Like this is the thing, too, with this shit. It's like, I think that was the good move. Like, just get in, make a quick profit, and then bounce. Like, I don't want to, like.
Well, this shit, it was like. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. And then the next day, it went down like 60%.
I know.
So I was like, all right, made the right call for
sure. What did you sell it at? Like, what was it per share?
Like $16.
Okay, and you bought it at 4?
Like just over 4, like maybe 450.
It made it to 18, right? I'm pretty sure. I have a Wall Street Bets list now on my fucking trading.
It opened at like 19, and then because I was at work, I was fucking down on the floor, like busy as fuck, like actually like doing my actual job. Weird. And there's like, so like I missed that. And then I got back to my desk at like 11, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's 15, or it's like 16. I was like, I just got to sell. Market, sold it.
So it made it up to $20.30, 25 cents, something like that. So let's go back to Monday. Monday morning, GameStop. After I think some people, probably people like, with our level of involvement in the market, had figured out by that time what the issue was with the stock and why Wall Street Bets was playing it. So at that time, I think the short interest was about the same as it is now, 120% or 125%. So basically the play is to corner the outstanding shares and never sell them, force the price to go up because shorts have to cover either by liquidating the shorts, which is a disaster because the losses are unlimited on the downside, or by buying the stock to hedge against the price going up, which obviously drives the price up even further. So this is where these guys came down. On Monday, this stock opened at $77, finished at 97 or 95. So on Monday night, the firm who's got the biggest short interest, Melvin Capital, had to take a loan from two other hedge funds, Citadel, which is a monolith in the hedge fund world, as far as I understand, and .72, which I've never heard of before. Citadel I had heard of, but .72 I hadn't heard of. So they took a loan from those two funds, Melvin, worth about $2.75 billion with an option for another billion on February 1st. So that was after a move from 75 to 96 or 97. The next day, the stock opens at 88 and finishes at 146. Okay? 146. At that time, Monday, Tuesday is when I was really starting to get involved. And Tuesday on the subreddit, the Wall Street Bets subreddit, there was a concerted effort on the part of the mods and the people who had been really contributing to the discourse as far as GME. This is where the position is. Those guys started putting up stories and posts about, if you look at the new stuff on the Reddit, the stuff's getting pushed to the top with awards, which you can buy, and votes, which you can bot in. All this stuff is for BlackBerry. It's for AMC. It's for fucking Silver. It's for Nokia. It's for Bed Bath. It's for everything else except GameStop. And so these guys are fucking making jokes. Like, are you kidding me? Melvin Capital spent $2.7 billion on fucking Reddit awards. They think that's going to scare us off the stock. Are you guys out of your fucking mind? And these guys are just putting up pictures of diamond hands, rocket ships, and just up. It's incredible. It's incredible.
It's just like, to me, like the whole story of this is just like the little guy fucking fighting back, and dusting the competition, like dusting the fucking heavyweight.
Oh, fucking
it's
crushing.
Great. And it's the best part is the heavyweight is just sitting at the top crying about it. Just whining like a fucking soccer player, like just such a pussy. Just like, dude, you fucking lost. Finally. You've had a string of wins, you fucking ate one. Now shut the fuck up. Stop, like, you're paying, like, what are they, like, I was talking to my buddy Joe earlier today, and we were talking about, like, how ironic it is that the name Robinhood is like, what they're doing is, like, they're, the whole fucking concept of Robinhood is steal from the rich, give to the poor, and they're fucking doing the opposite. Like, they're fucking, were you saying selling the stock at spot is what you're saying? Like, they're
forced. Yeah, they're forced.
We'll get there. 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 That's coming.
No spoiler alert.
That's coming. That's coming.
It's just funny to me, like, you know. Like,
so that's January 20. That's January 25th. Okay. So the Tuesday the 26th. Like I said, the stock goes from, on the back of a couple of things, right? On the back of an Elon Musk tweet, game stonk. Okay. The stock.
What is he saying? What is he doing with his life?
It fucking rips after hours.
I think he's staying relevant with the youth is what he's trying to do.
He doesn't need to stay relevant. He adds that.
No, he doesn't. That's the whole thing. That's my whole point. He doesn't need to do this.
The story is living his life now, though. You know, he's just like hanging out with Joe Rogan, dating Grimes, fucking sending Dogecoin up to like 300%, whatever the fuck that is. Putting Bitcoin in his Twitter handle or in his Twitter profile. He just doesn't even care anymore. Like,
that's what being the richest man on the planet will do, I guess.
It's so fucking weird, man.
So okay,
I like it because he doesn't give a shit.
Let's rewind a bit here to why Elon did that. Do you know who had the biggest short position in Tesla for a long time?
Oh yeah.
You know who had Melvin Capital.
Oh yeah.
So when you guys say there's no reason for him to do that, this guy is more rich, more famous, has more pull than anyone at Melvin. With just one tweet, he destroys the stock. He destroys the firm even more. Okay, so let's go back to the price action here.
So is that illegal? Like, I'm sure in his head he thought, "Fuck these guys! If I tweet just the name of a stock, not even the right name, name of a company. If I just tweet Gamestonk, the stock baby is gonna go up like 100% and fuck these people over." Like, is that illegal? Like, he knows that's gonna happen, but he never said buy this or sell that.
Elon Musk told the SEC to suck his dick on Twitter, I think a year ago, right, or something like that, a year and a half ago. Like he said that they can suck his dick. They can suck his dick on Twitter. So
and then he say,
we're actually manicured by the Lawnmower 3.0. You think?
Sponsored by Lawnmower
for 3.0. Sure.
So this guy doesn't care about that. He doesn't care. So he got
taking Tesla private at 420.
420 funding secured. That's right. So this is okay. So we're gonna get to why this stuff should fucking bother people. But right now, let's just keep laughing about the destruction of a Wall Street hedge fund at the hands of a bunch of self-described autists and retards. Okay. So next one we got here. We got the 89.10 open on January 27th, the close at $147.74. Now, that's pretty good. And that was the day that Chamath Palihapitiya, another guy who's been incredibly successful his entire life, but has become famous recently for his clip on airlines failing. Recently, as in whatever it was, April of last year, whenever the lockdown really got started. So he goes on Twitter and he says, you know what? Been looking at GME. I'm going to buy $115 calls. Let's see how it goes. And so his calls close in the money. He goes on CNBC and tells CNBC guy in a half-hour long, it was like an anal chewing that Manscaped couldn't deliver if you handed the clippers to Helen Keller. Okay, they couldn't deliver that kind of chewing. He chews up a guy on MSNBC for a full half hour. There's tweets on Twitter where people are zoomed in on the MSNBC guy's face while Chamath is absolutely shredding him. And the tweet just says, "Are those tears?" And it looks like the guy on MSNBC is about to start crying. He's defending hedge funds. He's a total clown. He's a total cuck. And
he wants to keep his job.
He's an absolute poser, loser. The thing that he doesn't know is that he's a pleb too. He's just got to slurp to keep his employment going. That's what the 26th looks like, okay? Then on the 27th, the Wednesday, we're cooking with fire again. We open at 341, see downward pressure all the way down to 247, panic mode. But don't worry about it.
Piling into AMC that day.
That's the AMC day. That's right. But don't worry about it. We finish at 353, okay? Now, here's where things get interesting. Here's where I want to hear your comments. On Thursday morning. The day the markets died, okay? Robinhood and a few of the other interactive brokers that people use, the retail crowd is pretty limited in the stuff they can use to play these kinds of stocks because they don't have the capital to open bigger accounts and do after-hours trading, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Fine. Robinhood puts out a statement on Thursday morning, very close to the open, by the way, which I found peculiar, but we'll talk about that, saying that they are going to limit the activity on certain stocks, among them GameStop, also included in there, AMC, BlackBerry, Space, Bed Bath Beyond, Tootsie Roll, which I made a fucking handsome handful of money on, Nokia, and a few others. And it's basically the list that Zero Hedge has been putting out. The top, that list of high short interest stocks. Now, at this point, the short interest on BlackBerry or on GameStop is still around 120%, 125%. That day, people are freaking out because the limits that Robinhood in particular is putting on are adversarial to their clients.
Yeah.
What they want is sells only and closing positions only. No new positions in terms of calls and puts, and no new spot or market buys. That's
Simple
it.
didn't do that, which I like.
Well, Simple didn't do it. They didn't do it. You're right.
They issued warnings, which is jokes because I bought AMC.
That's right.
And now on my the front, like my home screen or whatever of the app, it just says up in the top there's a blurb and it just says AMC is considered is considered risky,
volatile.
You got to buy it, consider buying with a set limit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it.
Simple spitting fire for sure on that side.
Oh, wow. Okay, fine. If that's the deal, because obviously they have to do something. Like I can only imagine the amount of money that this hedge fund put out just to put out this fire, right?
Well, they bought a bunch of Reddit awards with it. I told you already.
Well, I don't know. I don't understand that shit. So whatever. But fucking, in my head, they had to spend an arm and a leg just to mitigate their loss because they know they took one, and they can't just. What's that?
They did, but they're not done. They're not done with the loss yet.
Well, no shit, because there's outstanding shares, right?
Well, what I'm saying is So after Thursday, all you could do is sell.
What do you think? What do you guys think about Thursday? Why don't we start there? We'll get to what happened after and the price. But what the fuck are you supposed to think? On this podcast, we talk all the time about how as a retail investor you can still be successful because you have the tools available to you now. The barriers to entry are down. Blah blah blah. We talk about this shit. Is the whole podcast, was built on this idea.
There has to be a class action lawsuit. There's no fucking
who's gonna sue them? As far as I can tell, the SEC is opening investigations into Wall Street bets and Discord and trying to pin those things like illegal posts along with sheet activity from Robinhood. This is a question I'm asking you guys. What do you think?
Someone is going to take up the cause and fight for the little guy. There has to be. There's got to be money to be made fighting for them. If a class action, that's what lawyers fucking froth at the mouth for down the state.
They're fucking licking their chops.
Yeah. When they settle a class action lawsuit, they make motherfucking bang.
This is where fucking Harvey fucking Specter from Suits, that's what he fucking crushes it.
Thought you were going to say Harvey Birdman there.
Corporate law.
Yeah.
That's where the money is, baby.
So, okay, what's the I guess the question I'm asking is more meta than what the next step is in the process. The question is what is the retail investor what is the little guy supposed to think now? Is it am I the only person? We were joking earlier about how I was stomping around the house all week. But I'm fucking mad about this because the emperor because the emperor has no clothes, okay? The emperor has no clothes. And worse, he's walking around naked and still forcing people by gunpoint.
With a hard on, bro.
Well, he's forcing people by gunpoint to tell him how nice his pants look, right? This is what you're seeing now with this Robinhood shit. Because it's one thing, and then even worse.
So that's what that. Wait. So that's what that means. The emperor has no clothes. It's they're not even trying to hide it. They're just by the way, no. You guys aren't playing this shit.
Sort of, yeah.
We're a heavier hitter than you, and a heavier hitter than you'll ever be. We have more money than you can even fucking shake a stick at.
This is basically it.
We can just fucking we can freeze it, and fuck you guys for trying to take our money, even though we have most of it.
So worth mentioning right here. Okay?
Wait, but then I see guys like these hedge funds, whatever. They're just all they're doing is just adding more candles to their cake. They're not fucking doing anything else. Right, they already got all the fucking money they need, and then I see like the little guys winning on this stock, making tons of money. Like when I say tons of money, I mean like tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sure, right?
Mike. Wall Street Bets has the posts of guys making tens of millions in their Robinhood account.
I'm not talking about those guys because in order to make that kind of money, you have to have a lot of money, for sure. I'm talking about guys that have like, let's just say, 5 figures in the market, right? They turn 10,000 into whatever, even 100K. And I see those guys making that kind of money, and it fires me up because I see them paying off their ridiculous student loans. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? Like that's the shit that I like. And then I see these fucking hedge fund guys that are just like, I'm already a billionaire, but I want more. I need another billion to my name just for the sake of the game. And then when I start losing, I fucking take my ball and go home. You go fuck yourself.
Well, it's like, I don't know. I don't look at it like that because, like, your job, if I set up a hedge fund, it's like my job is to invest money for your friends and colleagues, whoever. So when they're losing money, you're losing, like, your clients' money, and they're super fucking pissed at you. They're never going to give you any money again. There goes the tap. You're just turning the faucet off. There goes your money is done, you know?
Those are the breaks.
Fuck yeah. 100%. I totally agree with that.
The incentive system is broken in that regard, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That those guys shouldn't be incentivized to just keep making more at the cost of the little guy, you know? And
that's exactly. You don't think that's what they're doing?
No, they are. They are doing
100%
that.
what they're
doing.
They are
doing that.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah, they're incentivized to do that, right?
Right? Like this example right here is the one thing I don't like about capitalism is when you get too deep into it.
Yeah.
You just become like exponentially selfish, and all you care about is your bottom line.
Growth for the
sake of growth.
Growth.
And when the little guy starts winning, you get fucking upset and throw a tantrum.
But it's not only that the little guy's winning; it's that they are losing. Like it doesn't matter who they're losing to; it's just that they're losing in general. Like there's that huge
welcome to reality.
That huge Herbalife thing with like Bill Ackman and Carl Icahn, like two of the biggest like hedge fund managers, billionaires in the world. One's shorting the stock, one is buying the stock. They're just battling against each other. Like there's no little guys involved. It's just like one of them is losing and there's two huge egos involved, right? That's everyone that runs a hedge fund probably has a huge ego. It's not like they're not that. I mean, I'm sure they probably fucking ruffles their feathers a little bit more that it's like a bunch of degenerates that they're betting against. But I think just the fact that they're losing is why they're so fucking upset.
Tantrum.
Pussies. I'm gonna stop you guys here. And we're going to talk about the rules changing in favor of the big guys. I think that's important. Robinhood basically changed the rules, and it only favored one party here, right? And it was the hedge funds that, you know, Robinhood needs to stay in business, right? Citadel is a big buyer of their order flow, and so they make a little bit on every Robinhood trade and sell to you at a little bit higher than they buy themselves, blah, blah, blah. Everyone knows how order flow running works, or they should if they're using one of these free apps.
Everyone.
They should know. If you're using a Wealthsimple or a Robinhood, like this is why you don't day trade on those apps. You can't day trade on those apps. You have to have a plan to invest or a plan of, you know, when to buy, when to sell. But you can't do high volume high frequency trading or whatever. You can't do that on those apps, or you shouldn't, because those guys will beat you in the long run. That's how those apps are designed. Okay, I'm getting looks. Okay, so I'll take that as a yes. Have you guys ever heard the story of Piggly Wiggly?
Yes.
You have?
Did I? Yeah, fuck yeah, I have.
Okay.
John Brooks, I have that 8 Adventures of Business book I've read so long ago.
Okay, so this is an important story, okay? And this is a story I'm looking at the New Yorker from June 6, 1959.
How did you find out about that?
This is something that everyone should know. Because I was reading a lot about like short squeezes and stuff, and I'm like, there's no way this is the first time this has fucking happened, because now it's so much harder to do this than it would have been even 15 years ago.
Well, the Piggly Wiggly story, there was like 200,000 shares only. That's how many shares there were. So it was way easier to get like corner the market.
This is my understanding of the Piggly Wiggly story for the uninitiated. And Will, since you know it, you can help me get through this if I make some mistakes here. A guy was running a in the old days, a general store used to have all the items behind the counter, and you'd have to deal with a clerk and point to the stuff you wanted to get the stuff off the shelf, and he'd bag it for you, whatever.
2 packs of Chesterfields, please.
This guy comes along, and he says, you know what people would really like, I think? If I just put everything on shelves and let them walk the store and, like, inspect the items. This guy invented it. It had never been done before. And it was a smash hit in the South, and he's expanding the business, and he puts 5 of them in New York or in the New York area, and the stock is absolutely flying. It's the most traded stock on the New York Stock Exchange, and I think the Chicago Exchange was around at that time too, right? Because that's part of the story. It was like 2 exchanges he had to corner. Anyway, so he goes to New York, he puts up 5 stores, and he sends them out to a manager. He doesn't run those ones. The stores in New York all flop, all 5 of them. And the guys on the stock exchange in New York say to each other, whoa, this is the most traded stock. It's hot on the exchange. And somehow all the stores he put here all failed. We got to short it. We know something that everyone else doesn't know. Let's short the stock. So they do that. The same way the GameStop did that, or same way Melvin did that with GameStop, okay? This guy who runs Piggly Wiggly, I forget his name, Clarence something. I just had it up here. Clarence Saunders. Sees that people are talking about his stock, sees people are shorting his stock, and what he does is he goes to Southern banks, Southern investors, and he amasses about $10 million. And he takes a train to New York, and he goes to the exchange, and he says, show me the people who are shorting the stock, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He makes a scene. He hires some guy who's notorious in the New York area or the East Coast for being a dangerous gambler. He's made the most money. He's lost the most money. And he hires this guy sort of under the table to go around getting all the shares of Piggly Wiggly that he can get. And he goes all over the place. He buys all the shares up. And I don't know exactly how you have to help me with this, how this guy was able to start pushing the price of the stock back up to start the shorts panicking. Because that's the part I'm on.
Because I think that because like back then there was no NASDAQ, there was no online shares. You had to like sometimes go door to door buying people's shares and shit, or like putting out newspaper ads. So like you put it out, you get like all the stock that like you shake all the hands at like 35, and then no one wants to sell at 35. So you go, I'm going to buy at 45, and you buy everyone that's like down to sell at 45. Then you go up higher and higher and higher, and eventually you yourself, just through your own buying, drives the stock price up.
Okay, so there you go. And the guys on the market who are short start to panic. And, they're looking for shares to buy in Chicago first. And in Chicago, the word gets out that no one has any shares to sell because Saunders has bought everything back. He's got all 200,000 shares back. And so he's, or some number that's close to 200,000. He's got a corner on that stock, that market. And so the guys in New York start panicking. When it comes time for the shorts to have to deliver the shares that they owe, they can't do it. Now, instead of that guy walking away with a couple million in profit, what happens is the Exchange Commission Board has a meeting. They say no more activity on Piggly Wiggly. The date to reclaim these shares is extended until further board action. So, as far as like pragmatics are concerned, it's indefinitely. And I don't think the guy ever was able to get his shares because they changed the rules about the reclamation. You got to help me with this one too, Will, if you know the outcome of this.
I don't know. Honestly, that was the part that kind of confused me too, because it was like all of a sudden, like they didn't let him buy any more shares. And then for some reason, a bunch of shares became available somehow. And then they were available for the short sellers to buy. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure how that happened.
Okay. The point here, so to answer your question earlier, Will, where I got this, I was doing a lot of listening, reading. The guy who told this story, I actually just heard it today on the Compound podcast, Josh Brown, Downtown Josh Brown, reformed broker on Twitter. Very good guy to follow. The Compound podcast is fucking awesome. And he's always got something to say about these recent market events. He's been around a long time. He's a smart guy. So his point is that if you think that the little guy is ever gonna beat the big guy, you're fucking dreaming. They will change. They'll change the rules. They'll bury you. They'll do whatever it takes because the self-sustainment mechanism is unbelievably strong.
Dude, they're like cartels against cops. Like cartels, they fucking make the rules. Like, let's be real here. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough power. Money equals power in this game. Money equals power in general, but like,
yeah,
you don't have no. You're like $1 million. They'll like throw that away. Like they'll shoot it into a trash can.
So
you guys are fucking breaded.
Yeah, his case is basically that like you're never gonna win this game. He doesn't know how long it's gonna go. Now the counterpoint to that,
I don't even really give a fuck about winning. I like how they're getting jabs in though. I like
me too. And if we slide back to reality, like current day reality, I sent you guys that Bloomberg terminal thing from Bianco today. This short interest still 121%. So they're not covering. And at this point, it's not just Reddit who's piling into the Reddit's not. It's not just Reddit piling into the long side of the trade anymore. It's other fucking hedge funds who see blood in the water, right? Like that. I think that's what this is.
Because, like, it's not a short squeeze until the shorts are covering their positions. So if there's still 120% floats short interest, holy fuck.
Did you have to pay for that pizza? Or did your mom buy that?
Jesus, man, marbles over here.
Mom bought it.
Nice.
But yeah. So if it's not shorts, like settling up, there's no short squeeze. So what the fuck is causing this 1,000% gain in GameStop?
Well, they took that loan. You have to help me with this one as well. I'm pretty sure on shorts, if you have a short interest on your account, you have to have the assets to cover as far as the exchange is concerned, right? So when they take a loan from Citadel, for example, that means they don't have to cover their shorts. They just add assets to the account. The other thing I read today is that what you're seeing in the S&P and the S&P and the broader market is these hedge funds who are short GameStop having to cover. They're selling to cover their shorts. That's my understanding. I don't know if that's actually the case, but I don't have a better explanation, nor do I have another way to like garner anything besides what these guys say on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually shorted a stock. If I ever want to like bet against a stock, I just buy put options because I've never had an account that could sell short.
Do you want to explain? Do you want to explain why you haven't had that kind of account? Because there's a big difference between put options and selling short, right? Huge difference.
Yeah, well, selling short, you're basically taking out a loan, right? So that's what I was gonna say is like you take out a huge loan to buy all these shares just to sell them to make money back, but like you're still borrowing shares which are worth a lot of money from someone or some company. So there's a monthly premium that you have to pay every month that you're shorting a stock.
Interesting.
So yeah, so even if that stock stays at 0 or whatever, if you short it at 10 and it stays at 10, you're still paying your lender interest or premiums every month to keep your short position open.
There's that. Plus, I think the downside on a short is unlimited, right? Compared to a put where it's only what you use for contracts. Yeah,
for sure. And it also you buy a short, you can only get you can only go to 0. But if you buy a stock, it can go unlimited. Like you can't make 1,000% on a short stock, on a short sell. You can make 100%, I guess, technically, if it goes out of business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Yeah. It's just too risky. I never want to be involved with that. I think you need like a way more legit account than I have. I do Investor's Edge, like TFSAs and Quest Trade for options, and then I've never tried to fuck with anything else. Because once you get involved in that shit, that's when you can like accidentally get yourself into like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You lose your ass. You lose your ass if you do that the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I'm not smart enough to do that.
Yeah, no, and there's nothing wrong with that. But people get into that kind of shit on not Robinhood, but like these other firms. Obviously, no, I no, nothing wrong with not wanting to do it.
Oh, I thought you said there's nothing wrong with 100K in debt. I'm like,
no, you should never. Oh my god, yeah, there is something wrong with that. Even at 0%, still something wrong with that.
Man, I don't want to change the subject or anything, but I was listening. There's this guy. He keeps popping up on my Instagram. I don't know what it is. It's some old guy. He's sitting in a room.
You gonna buy something from him?
Huh?
You gonna buy something from him?
No, but he does like a podcast, I would imagine. But people call in, and there's these two people, a guy and a girl, like a wife and a husband, I guess, and they're married. Their combined income is $230,000 a year, so good, and they are $800,000 in debt.
Man, the more money you make, the more it goes out easily. The more
including is that including the mortgage? Like what is that including?
Mortgage, car, and then credit cards, student loans, fucking like everything.
Oh, I've seen this stuff. I think I've seen this guy. I see him on my Explore page.
I fucking always listen to him.
It looks like the Fan 590 on when they televise it.
Yeah, but it's like, but people just call it. But I was like, so he's like, yeah, you guys are making $230,000 a year and spending $330,000 a year is what I'm taking from this.
That's nuts.
Holy fuck. That's fucked.
It's super fucked. But yeah, I don't know why that popped into my head. Sorry to change the subject. I just wanted to bring that up.
You sound a lot better when you're close to your mic, eh?
I've been close to my mic this whole fucking time, Joe.
But it makes a huge difference. Like when you kind of like, I just noticed it right now.
All right, well, whatever.
You guys should fight.
Back to this shit, I guess.
I was saying to a buddy of mine who thinks interest rates in Canada are going to go up in the next little while. I was saying to him like
in general,
yeah, like the prime rate's going to go up, and I was saying to him like the household debt to GDP in Canada is like 115%. It's like triple what it was in the 80s. The last time we kind of went through something like this. I don't understand how anyone thinks the rates are going to go up. And then I hear stories like this where like the guy's making $250,000 a year, he still can't get his fucking book straight. Like, there's no way. This is not going to end well, no matter how you slice it, which drives me nuts. Like I try not to think about it, but the end of this is not going to be pretty for anybody.
Well, what do you think? What do you think the outcome's going to be then? Like I don't understand. Like to me, this is like you're talking about GameStop still, right?
We can go back to GameStop. What's the outcome going to be in the game? I was just talking shit about.
So we're talking about low interest rates.
Yeah, but okay, like I'll go back to GameStop. I don't know what the end of GameStop looks like, to be honest.
I just thought that's what you meant. Like it's not going to turn out well, which would piss me off because it's just them fucking up, and then they're going to just bring the hammer down, which I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. I don't know what the outcome's going to be.
The only people I see repercussions for are the guy who's the hedge fund manager who fucked up. That's who I see repercussions for.
But you know that everyone knows that GameStop isn't worth what it's at.
Do you know what GameStop's?
Joe and I were talking about.
Yeah. So do you know?
I like his like it's. I don't know, man. I kind of like it. Like, tell them what do you think.
They got a new CEO, Will, and like a couple new board members, and they're
not a new CEO. I don't think.
I thought it's the new CEO, new president, or something like that. What is it? They got
a new. I think it's just that investor, the guy from Chewy who owns a whole bunch.
I thought it was a new C-suite they had over there. I don't know, and it doesn't matter.
They have three new board members. I don't think they have a new CEO.
Their market cap's what, $3.5 billion? You said now.
Yeah, market cap. They're over $3 billion. Over $3 billion. They're over $3 billion. They closed today at like 318 or something like that.
But it's like the highest it's been since like 20. I don't even know. Maybe ever.
It's the highest. Like, it's only ever been like $50 before.
But either way, the company's worth that much money now.
Right now,
on paper, technically.
Yeah.
Sure, so
yeah.
Can the company just be like, "Hey, fuck it, cash it"?
The company has a couple of options.
No.
They have a couple. They have a couple options though. They could issue shares.
So wait, that's what happens when you go public though.
What?
You basically relinquish like a majority of control of the company.
Well, you don't own it anymore unless however many shares you retain. But like because now you own it and you own it and I own it and other people.
If you go public, you can't own 50.5% or whatever.
You can. Yeah, you can.
But then you just relinquish 49 or whatever. 49.
You don't even really need. You don't even need 50%.
Like the majority of Facebook.
Yeah.
Through
you just have to have majority shares.
Yeah.
To have what? Power, I guess. They just have control.
To have so then you can appoint board members and
make decisions essentially.
Pretty much, you make decisions. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd be the CEO, and then you'd be the director. And basically hire whoever you want to be another director, and then I don't know, or the chairman of the board, sorry, and then hire all the directors you want and make them all your friends and make everyone that's gonna fucking agree with you, and from there it's just you basically can just run the company.
I just got a notification on my phone. It says it's from Reddit, which never gives me push notifications. It says, "What is Wall Street Bets anyway? Check out their intro post and learn about the community, losses, gains, and something else." I've never received anything like this in my life.
Does that mean, did it just get reinstated?
They just put this up 2 hours ago. What in the world is Wall Street Bets? This is nuts. This is like an actual text fucking wall.
Like a push notification?
Yeah, but this is not all push. This is
Yeah, but
I can see
so
that.
is Wall Street Bets back up then as a subreddit?
It was up. The reason they took it down. So to get back to the timeline here a little bit, I know we kind of skipped this, but Reddit took Wall Street Bets private. The moderators took Wall Street Bets private on Wednesday night. In response to the number of people they were getting. I think they started the week at about 1 million members. They're up at 4.5 million today. So a lot of fucking people trying to get some GameStop.
That's fucking crazy.
But these guys,
get a mean pump and dump out of them.
It's funny. It's funny because I think, and I still believe this because I still hold one GameStop. I'm not selling my last GameStop. I'm riding it to fucking zero, and then I'll start telling people that I like the company, I like the stock, or
you get diamond hands, eh?
Fuck yeah! For those guys, man, 100%. Those stories, like I stayed up like late Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Now it's not even for the money.
Yeah, I stayed up late.
Yeah,
you fucking mantle.
I stayed up late, man. I stayed up late reading all that stuff on the subreddit, like about kids paying off their loans. Like this one guy's talking about, like, you know, he's all these kids too. And Shama said this as well because he was saying he was up reading the same kind of shit. He's like, these kids lived through 2008. These kids are eating fucking tomato soup made with cafeteria ketchup in the stories they're telling. And these kids they're not worried about what people think of them. They're not worried about losing the money. They're not worried.
Obviously not.
They are swinging for the fence. And they came from nothing, and they'll go back to nothing, and they don't fucking care. They want blood. They want blood.
Great.
But even Chamath himself, like, he's already out of the position. Like, he entered, then he exited.
But he didn't keep any of the money. He gave it all to Barstool. It's not like he kept it. So whatever.
I know. But there's people like me and myself. And
Chamath is only in there because you know what's third on that list of highest short interest stocks? It's fucking Virgin Galactic. So he better start playing nice with those guys because those guys will come steamroll him next. They don't give a fuck about anyone. They fucking steamrolled Tootsie Roll, for God's sake. Tootsie Roll. Yeah. Who doesn't like Tootsie Rolls?
It doesn't even matter what the stock is, what the fundamentals are. No one gives a fuck about that.
Short interest. That's all they care about.
I read a quote, or I heard it on the Wall Street Journal, the podcast. They said, we can stay irrational
longer than you can stay solvent.
Melvin can stay solvent. And it's like, oh man, that makes so much sense. That's so jokes.
It is true,
like,
man.
That's 100%. You guys are making the market right now. You guys are staying irrational, and they are not going to be solvent for very long.
It was pretty nuts. Like some of the stuff that Robinhood did, in addition to like the limiting spot buys, some of those accounts, Robinhood and Interactive Brokers, I think is the other one, big one in the States. Interactive Brokers doubled the margin requirements overnight.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I think to be on margin, like to have any calls open, you have to have a certain amount of money in your account, right? As a percentage of what you have outstanding. They doubled the requirement overnight. So you had to add to your positions. It's insane. Like that kind of shit. I don't know.
Can you guys imagine if you woke up or like halfway through the day, you go to lunch and check your stock positions and it's just like sold. They just decided to sell your shit.
We didn't even, like, you guys brought that up. I almost forgot about it. But like, yeah, Robinhood was fucking spot market selling fucking like a common stock. They're not even leveraged positions. How the fuck is that allowed?
On a day that it was down like 50%. Like,
some of the shit on Twitter was fucking brutal. Like guys were buying it like 210, 220, and the sales were like 158, 155, yeah. Like as low as it had been in weeks.
And you would never, like, as a personal, you would never get that scared that quickly and be like, fucking sell. Especially when the stock market is like, or when this stock particularly, it's like, it opens at 200. It'll go to 250, drop down to 175.
That's right. And then it zips back up.
Never sell.
I hope there's a lawsuit. I watched that guy, Vlad Kuckenstein on MSNBC.
Vlad?
Yeah, the fucking
the guy who interviews rappers.
He's the founder and CEO. TV. He's like the founder and CEO of the company, and he's like on MSNBC talking about, oh, we did it because of market volatility to make sure our investors were protected or our clients were protected. Like, who are you talking about, man? Who in your user base thinks they were protected? So much so that there was 100,000 one-star reviews dumped into Robinhood on the App Store. By the way, the App Store removed all of them. Apple and Google removed all the one-star reviews from the last 2 days.
What?
Big shit, man. This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is unbelievable. And believe me, I am like my little unit under the table. You guys can't see it, but like if you hear a little knocking, it's my little pee-pee thinking about what this means for Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, you can't fuck with this kind of stuff on the Bitcoin side. They can't tell you what you can fucking do. They can't take away your fucking reviews. They can't fucking tell you, oh, sorry, we're changing the rules today. We didn't like the way that turned out. Good try. Come back again next time. Maybe you'll make some money if we like it, if we like the way you do it. You can't fucking do that with Bitcoin. It's just so stupid.
It's because like they obviously if they're doing this like on this widespread of a scale in this big of a public eye,
it's fucking right out in the open.
But I mean, like that means like imagine what they were doing before. Of course they were doing it before then. If they're gonna do it this blatantly, obviously they've been doing it all along.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the scary shit to me at least.
Well, it's just fraud.
It is fraud.
It's blatant.
It feels like it. Like I don't know.
What else would it be?
Until it's prosecuted, it's nothing. That's the problem.
Fraud. They're fucking manipulating whatever ratings.
Yeah, the ratings thing. Like, imagine the people involved in that.
You're telling me Robinhood's like getting ready for their IPO?
Yeah, we didn't even mention that. They're gonna IPO. Who's fucking buying that IPO?
People still will. They'll fucking be fine. They'll be completely
no retail investors.
I don't think a lot of their user base is going to buy it. And I got news for you. Like those user bases is what drives IPO prices now. Hey, how many users
buy and hold? Buy about 10 shares, hold it, and then fucking wait for the next big short.
I want to look at the Robinhood user base size.
They gotta have lots of numbers, man.
What do you think they got? How many users think they got?
The only thing is, like, ever since I heard about Robinhood, first of all, the first time I heard about it was you told me about that kid who fucking killed himself, Bill Fredington or whatever his name was.
Bill Brewster's nephew, yeah.
The guy fucking...
Shouldn't laugh at that. The name I know is funny, but the story, come on.
The story's terrible, but it's just like, I'm like, well, that's a fucking bad undertone. I'm not buying that. And the thing is, like, I could just use another... And then they're blatantly pulling this shit. Right? At least, like, Simple, they're abiding. They're like, oh, yeah, you can buy it, but like we're gonna try our best to advertise against it by being like, oh, it's super risky. So if you haven't been paying attention to what the whole world's looking at, I wouldn't buy it. Like they're just doing that. Kind of trying to. They're like essentially blinding you with a blade of grass. Like they're just trying their best to mitigate it. But they're
how many? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. About it. Yeah, they're not. I don't know. I don't know. Like
I don't know. Play.
Yeah. I honestly, it is. That's the worst part. You're right, Mike. I don't know what else to say about it.
Soak one on the chin, buddy. You fucked up, man. What I want to know, like, this is my whole interest in this whole fucking thing, is how the fuck did this get leaked? Like, how did people understand this shit? Like, that's what I don't understand whatsoever.
Okay, so I got an answer for that.
The shorting of GameStop.
I got an answer for that because if you buy puts, you don't have to report them to the SEC. There's no need for you to report those positions. But if you short sell, you have to report it.
Right. So are they just paying attention to patterns and trends?
These guys were looking at the reporting, and I don't know if I showed you guys this, like on the Discord before Wall Street Bets was banned by Discord as well, by the way, not for insider trading, but because they use foul language. I mean, they call each other retard. Like that's not fucking room for banning. Like I can't believe
no one else on Discord probably.
I can't believe how much I've warmed up to the R word in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But
it's a censored site.
Yeah,
no racism, none of that.
No, I didn't see anything like that when I was on there. I didn't see anything. I didn't see any racism. I've been on that.
Nobody does ever that.
No, but like I'm saying, I've been on that board, like on that subreddit, a couple of days now. Like heavy usage, reading shit. I've never seen a racist slur. Yeah, they say retard. Yeah, they say some other stuff. But
we were talking about Discord.
Oh, Discord. Not on their Discord, on the Wall Street Bets Discord. Like I don't know. Or are you talking about Discord
in general?
Of course.
Discord in general, of course. Like, there's probably like KKK meetings and shit on there that they haven't.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Especially over quarantine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So whatever, these guys are banned. But on the Discord, there's a guy putting pictures up from a Bloomberg terminal. Like one of these guys is paying $4,000 or whatever it costs a month for the terminal.
Yeah.
And he's double checking the short interest. So he's got the reports from the SEC or the CFTC. I don't know which.
So that could be. I can see that being illegal.
What, a Bloomberg terminal?
No, him. Sharing it.
Why?
It's like it'd be like the same as if I streamed UFC.
No, Bloomberg Terminal's fair game. Bloomberg Terminal's fair game.
Why? But it's a premium service. You got to pay for it.
People put pictures of Bloomberg Terminals up on Twitter all the time. Twitter doesn't take them down.
I'm just saying, if there's anything wrong with it, I can see that being it.
I don't know. But
either. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. I'm all on fucking.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were like, I think if you were like streaming it live, then like like if you're like giving it to other people like live like that, because like that's what Bloomberg was really about, right?
Like, you're stealing the service then, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but if you're just posting like, it'd be like posting a screenshot of like a UFC fight the next day.
Sure. Okay.
The terminal. Sorry, Mike. Before you go on, the terminal. I think the main value prop is that the stock prices are not delayed. They're
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
So like, if you send a screenshot like the next day, it's not like you're really like using their service to like, whoever sees it isn't really like using their service to get the benefits of it.
Right.
Well, okay. So what I think is like they're just using whatever excuse they can to ban whoever is like
exactly
headbanning this, right? Like you're saying they're banning these people for fucking saying retard and stuff. Like they're just doing whatever they can, like whatever measures they can take, whatever angle they can take to kind of put the cap on it, right?
It's a good way to put it. Whatever angle they can get, that's the one they take, and they just take them down.
Right? It's like, oh, by the way, we just have to do whatever we can to put a stop to this. It's like,
so how does it end? How does it end? They're still 120% short interest. The stock closed today a little under $330 United States petrodollar value.
I always
it's going to
it was like $9.
It's going to drop. It's
so
going to
go. When?
Oh, I don't fucking know when. At some point.
Do you have any? You don't even have one share of that?
No.
Shame
I
on
never
you.
did.
Shame on you.
I don't got the diamond hands, man. I don't have the diamond hands, and neither do you. And you know you don't.
I don't, but I have never had diamond hands like I have for this stock though. I'm just fucking holding it. I'm holding it all week. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Hold AMC until I'm dead.
I'll just look at the.
Do you have GameStop?
No, just AMC. I just bought it today for fun. Because I wanted to be part of the movement. I just look, I'm like, fuck, sure, why not? Like, it's probably more fun to fucking play with this than Air Canada. Air Canada's whack.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck yeah, exactly. And like,
it's
honestly,
$60. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy some. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. And who the fuck knows? It might honestly, it's such a crapshoot. It might go up 100% tomorrow, like on Monday. It might go down.
Kind of what I'm hoping. And like, honestly, I'll probably just hold it because I don't care. Well, I'm not gonna make a shit ton of money off it.
That's the thing. That's why I didn't like tippy toe.
Yeah, you had a lot in.
That's the thing.
You had enough in. Like, honestly, like, that's kind of why I wish, like, first of all, I wish I was deeper in it, right? Like, you can only be, you're at the mercy of time, right? I can only put so much in.
No one's ever said that.
You are. Like,
in AMC?
No. I'm talking in general, right? Like, I'm saying, like, time in the market. Like, I'm not going to fucking liquidate my portfolio to take a gamble.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I like my foundation. I'm going to keep it and then, like, slowly build on it. But then, like, I want to start putting, like, a little bit of cash aside in it just in case something like this happens. Like, you were talking, like, a while ago about, like, your cash float.
Dry powder.
Have it in there just in case, like, just for opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Because, like, I don't know. I like fucking gambling and shit. And it's just been, like, honestly, like, I want this to be fun. I don't want it to be so fun where I fucking ruin my life, but I want it to be fun because, like, I don't know, shit like that makes this compelling. And, like, I'm a super fucking ADD, get bored fast, give up, fuck this shit. I'd rather just do something else. So
sounds like penny stocks are right up your alley, bro.
What's that?
It sounds like penny stocks are right up your alley.
I know, but I don't want to
get on the scene.
I don't want to even. That would be like me doing cocaine. I know it'd be fun. I don't want to fucking know I don't want to know how fun it's going to be because I'll go down a bad road.
It's funny, like a lot of people probably, this is their first, like the first buy or sell order they ever put in the stock market was for GameStop.
Fuck yeah.
Like that's it.
If my Instagram stories are any indication of that,
I want to hear about this from you guys.
People.
Oh my god!
I gotta hear about this from you guys because I'm getting it too. But I've been talking too much. You guys fucking talk about it.
I can't believe it. Like when we started doing this fucking podcast, people like talk to me. Oh, what do you talk about? What do you do? I'm like, oh, we talk about like finances, money. Like they kind of look at me like fucking that's kind of boring. And now for some fucking reason, it's like it's the thing. So I'm curious to see like what people say to me now. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong? Like, is all you're paying attention to is what's cool and what's happening? Like, you're fucking broken. Like, good idea to get involved in this shit. Maybe if you have that attitude, it's supposed to. everybody's talking about this. I gotta get my fucking 2 cents in too, even though I have
a couple
no
likes.
fucking idea. Like I've been in this almost a year now, and I still have no fucking idea. So I'm curious to see people being like, "Oh man, like I fucking know everything." I want that conversation to happen so I can see how much further ahead I am. I'm curious. I'm just waiting. I'm like, come on, let's talk about it because I want to know. I want to talk some shit now.
For sure. And now you know. Actually, like I guarantee they didn't even know the position at all. Like what. Anything about this whole GameStop situation.
Nothing.
You definitely know so much more just even from this conversation that I bet half the people that have posted on their Instagram stories about
fucking way more than half. It's probably like fucking 75%. No one knows
maybe
about this
when
stuff.
I fucking see it on Instagram, like you, Joe, post a shitload of stuff about it, right? And I understand that because you're invested in it.
I give it to you guys. I don't put it on my like feed.
Sometimes you do, and so when you do it, it doesn't bother me because I know you're about it, right? When the other people do it, I'm like, what, man? Like, what the fuck?
Investing is metal.
What do you do? I'm invested. I'm in the market. I'm dead.
Oh man.
But I know I see like these people. I don't want to call anyone out, but it's like people that like all you're good at is spending money, and all of a sudden you're posting like.
I think I know who you're talking about.
All you're good at is spending money.
Talking about.
And all of a sudden you like it's like four different like stories of the last couple of days about GameStop. It's like, do you even know what's going on? Do you even have an account that you're able to buy this shit in?
Something that's like popular. It's fucking crazy. Like,
Well Simple said they added like another 500,000 users the last couple of days. They're number 1 on the Canadian App Store now.
Really?
Yeah, Well Simple. So they're they're pounding. Like they're getting a lot of fucking, and like just, I look at like my own text messages, my own Instagram messages, like a buddy of mine from university texted me today on Instagram. He's like, I finally bought Bitcoin. I'm in for 0.2. He's like, I tried to get Dodge. I couldn't do it. Binance is taking too long to verify me. I didn't say anything to him. He's like, I'm not going to fucking evangelize Bitcoin more than I already do. But I thought, holy fuck, man. You went from having no Bitcoin at all to buying 20% of a coin and trying to get into Dodge coin. Like that's where you landed. Like people are fucking going.
That's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, but you know what? That's how you learn. You learn when you have skin in the game. Otherwise, you're just fucking bloviating. No one learns unless they fucking have something to gain from it. That's the whole point.
Are these people going to learn and do anything about it though? I feel like half the people. First of all, half the people that posted about it, definitely, maybe more than half, didn't buy a single stock. First of all,
GameStop if they bought a stock.
You got to have $500, right, or $400 to buy a GameStop stock, basically.
Pretty much.
At the exchange rate.
You gotta have. I think it's. What do you gotta have of your total portfolio? Like 5%.
What do you mean?
Of like you can't spend your whole. Like you put $1,000 in, you can't spend $1,000.
Why?
You have to have like something, a percentage in your cat. You
can't. Oh, Well Simple.
$0. Yeah, I tried to clean myself. My fucking cat. Wouldn't let me.
My Well Simple's got like.
I tried to buy as much as I fucking could, and I had to, yeah, but I couldn't because it wouldn't let me. I had to have some money left. It wouldn't let me
Diversification, eh?
I guess I was like, "Fuck you guys! It's my money, bitch. Let me fucking buy as much as I can. I don't care. I'm trying to lose it."
Yet my like investor's edge let me go into the negatives to buy AMC.
See, maybe I should switch platforms and really get after it. You know,
leverage, just lever up.
But I don't want to pay for transactions, man. I like that fucking free.
Yeah, I know.
Trades.
I know.
But like, fuck, I don't really care. If anything, it's a safety net, which is probably good for me.
But those people who are posting shit on Instagram, like I know for a fact, a few of the people that I have on my Instagram feed, like they don't have fucking $400, and they don't, even if they had it, even if they fucking had it, okay, how would you get it? How you couldn't get it into an investing account fast enough to get the fucking stock. So unless you knew weeks ago, set everything up. Like you can't visit a bank to set up an investing account now. You can't do any of this stuff that you could have done a year ago. So
plus,
you can't do that.
The transfer takes like 2 to 3 business days anyways. That like at least for me,
sometimes more, man.
Well Simple does.
I'm waiting on my next.
TD does it right away.
I'm waiting on my next transfer right now, and I took it out on Monday, and I still don't have it. Just out of my Well Simple fucking savings to my Well Simple investing.
The auto advisor.
Yeah, so it's like 6 days. I'm just waiting for motherfucker, man, because I'm taking it out of a TFSA. But
right, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so
let's.
Because
man, that shit fucking boils my blood.
Let's.
Well, I don't know. Like, look, it bugs me, sure, but at the same time, I'm also kind of glad it's putting eyes on this because I like it. I'm all for people fucking being smart and doing this shit.
Yeah,
but I don't think
fucking do it like it's like because it's cool, you idiot. Do it because it's a smart thing to do.
100%. That's why.
It's really cool. Meme it, baby. Meme
it's metal, dude.
Have you seen the meme of the guy landing on the moon and there's a fucking movie theater in the background?
Yeah, I did see that.
Guy's like, what's this doing here?
Yeah, did you see that meme where they were like, okay, next time everyone's gonna make a bunch of money that was really really easily gonna make a whole bunch of money, would someone just like shoot me a text? Like,
yeah,
man, if you were involved at all, you totally could have just done it your fucking self. I'm not gonna do that shit.
Man, I literally Jinweed sent me a text on like Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday morning. He's like, look down this short list and tell me which stock you think we should buy, because these are all gonna, now that people are onto this short list thing, they're gonna start looking. And so I look down the list. I'm like, it's got to be Tootsie Roll, right? He sends me a picture of like a Tootsie Roll. I think I sent it to you guys too. The Tootsie Roll thing from the Wall Street Bets Reddit, where like the Tootsie Roll is a rocket ship going to the moon.
Yes, I didn't see that.
And I was like, fuck, buy it. So I bought like a couple $100 for the Tootsie Roll. Like,
so you got hit like I got hit for the fucking Manscaped.
Yeah, whatever. Fine. It worked
got
though.
Hit by an ad.
It worked though. I laughed about it after.
Oh, okay. This was great fucking for me, like learning wise, because now I want to pay attention. Like it's there's action in this shit. I like that. Yeah, I fucking need that. If this was just like dry reading, fucking, whatever those, like looking at candles and shit all day, I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Technicals is the way of the future. That's the way forward. Technicals.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, as a new investor, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, and it's so easy, like, to get immediately discouraged and be like, fuck this, man. I'm gonna go fucking look at the wall. It's more fucking compelling.
Maybe make a beat on that piano we got you for Christmas finally.
But but like now I'm like seeing them like, holy shit. So there's actually like hard hitting, carnage, nitro burning, GameStop.
Wall Street Bets is.
I'm like, holy fuck, this shit is fire. I'm into
Wall Street Bets is addicting, man.
I want in on it. I want to look at it. I want to see what the fuck's happening.
The tendies.
But you know what it is?
Tendies.
For me, it's discouraging now because, like, honestly,
you're deep.
Let's say in the last, like, I don't know, ever since like Green Power hit, I've had like a few multi-baggers, let's say, like in the last like 6 months, maybe let's go to like stretch to like 8 months. I've had like a couple stocks that have hit like 200-300%, and I've had a decent amount of money into it, so I made it a decent amount of money. Where like now I don't even want to buy like Apple or Amazon anymore. I don't even care about the like.
You want to get the hate?
Couple $100 I'd make a month, maybe on like a few 5-6% gain. Like that's so what you should be striving for. But I'm I've just been spoiled.
Once you hit it out of the park a couple of times, you just want nothing but home runs.
You just gotta it's just like going for a run on a Monday. You just gotta do it.
We're gonna get to we're going to get to the mailbag here. I just want to thank you guys both for not bringing up my big play into the Apple stock going into the earnings call, and it's since dropped off about 7%. So
yeah, that's
I just go to the washing machine.
It was
that's a tough one, man. I'm looking at it.
I listened to that call. I'm like they're fucking crushing it, and then I'm looking at the stock. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on?
Fucking point about the GameStop thing. You fucking come at me so hard about you got to get this is gonna fucking hit, and then one hits and you're fucking way up here.
Fuck.
And then the other ones that didn't hit, you're just like, sweep these under the rug. I don't give a shit. I was right about one. But like in fairness, you really only have to hit one.
I know.
But like
you're right.
That's why it's fucking difficult to like. I mean, I like listening to people, but like you got to kind of make your own decision here because you can't nobody knows. Yeah. It's tough, man. It's that's why it's like right now I don't have any balls to like do that shit because I don't have, like I said, I don't have enough invested yet. And even when I do, I don't know if I'll fucking do that. Like maybe, like I can, like if I were to do what Will did and with AMC, that's like a quarter of my portfolio legit.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I can't fucking do that.
Dude, I
wish I could.
I fucking yoked an Amazon and just dumped it into fucking GameStop and BlackBerry. Took a loss on the BlackBerry, got out of that quick. And then the GameStop was running, so I left it in there. I pulled it at a nice gain, and I just put all of it back into Apple and Dropbox, which I am reasonably. I got a reasonable amount of money in Dropbox now, so I'm looking at that one with a more keen eye.
I don't know. I'm not worried about Apple dropping.
Me neither. But I wanted it to hit on the earnings call. The whole point was to hit the earnings call and then move it back to Amazon because Amazon's earnings call is coming up in like a week.
Yeah, but wait. Just wait. It'll be good. Oh, okay. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Fuck. See, that's what you do, man. You move money.
I know. You move way too much.
Doing this.
Why? What do you mean? It's all free. It's all free.
Yeah, sure, but you also fucking lose more that way.
I lost a little bit. Sometimes you make a mistake, you know.
I get it, but that's not my.
How many times did Barry Bonds strike out? Many times.
Out of this, man.
He's a home run champ.
I don't fuck with that in this.
Okay, here's the question.
I like the sit.
Yeah, well, I think Warren Buffett said, imagine you're a batter, and you're getting pitches, but there's no strikeout. You can swing at as many pitches as you want. You know, you can just wait for the perfect one. Like, you don't need to fucking swing at every single pitch. Even full count, you don't need to fucking swing. You can just wait for the perfect investment.
This is the perfect one. The Apple one was perfect. This one's perfect.
It wasn't perfect.
They're all perfect.
They're all perfect.
They all look good.
Hey, fucking buddy from Sun.
It's the jugs machine out there, just throwing them right down the plate. 65.
Yeah, firing at like fucking 40 balls a second. You're gonna miss 39 of them. Holy shit, man! I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm okay with not turning a profit on this opportunity, just based on the knowledge I gained on this shit. I'm like, holy fuck, there's a lot going on. So I definitely profited in a way, not financially, but definitely I learned a shitload about really fast about.
It's important, man. That's important.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with what happened to me. I'm all right with that. I didn't win any, I didn't lose any, but I gained a shitload of knowledge and made me understand shorts and longs and maybe understand that. And I was like, holy fuck, so it was beneficial to me for sure.
And you didn't post any stories about it. That was cool too.
I would never, because I don't want to give the only people I would talk this shit to is you guys, and then anybody who asks me a question.
But you don't even talk shit about it in the chat. All I get is read receipts from you two clowns all the time. It's all just red. See you guys at 7:00. Red.
Respond to anything because you send me a 4-hour video that I even by the time I'm 5 minutes into it, you send me 4 fucking more.
Yeah, those red receipts are the most misleading receipts because they weren't red. They were
just opened.
Open.
I'm sick of the notification being there.
Gotta open it up.
I looked at it.
Let me fucking play the question. It's from Jordan. We know Jordan. We like Jordan. Here's the question. Tell me if you can't. If you can hear it, say nothing. Okay? I think I figured it out. Just how to share the audio.
It's a horrible way to go about this.
Here we go.
Hey guys, longtime listener Jordan here, and I have a question mainly for Will and Joey. So, as a new investor, as I'm sure some new listeners are, what kind of research should we do when looking at potential stocks to buy?
I'm never going to respond to anything.
Welcome to another episode of Two Whites and a Blue. Wait a minute. Here with my co-host. Playing something else. Okay, go ahead.
I'll never respond.
Mike, want to feel that? Never mind. Joey?
Wall Street Bets is where I go. I don't know where you go, Will, but
yeah, no. Well, he said if you want to research a new stock, I think that the way I interpreted that is that if he has a stock on his mind, where to go to research it. I like to go to Seeking Alpha. You don't even a premium membership would help, but you don't need a premium membership. Go to Seeking Alpha, type in green power, whatever stock it is. Look on the left. It has articles. There's articles and an analysis. You can basically see an analysis of where the company's at, kind of like a screenshot of where it is right now. Someone's probably written about it fairly recently, if it's a fairly popular stock, and they kind of give you their bear and their bull analysis on it, and they say why it's going to go up, why it's going to go down, and I don't know. That's kind of where I like to start. You can just Google it and read a bunch of random articles, or even honestly, you can go to Reddit and type in the stock ticker on Reddit, and then look at what their people are saying. But I like to go Seeking Alpha first, just to kind of get an overview, because it gives you a nice financial snapshot too.
Reddit is not just Wall Street Bets. It's also investing, stocks. There's another couple of subreddits that are like more on the mild side, the conservative side, as far as like investing goes. So there's other options.
You mean they do actual research?
Yeah, and like they don't just call it DD and just have pictures of attendees going to the moon in the post. The place I like to start, or like I did like to start when I first started learning about stocks years ago, was on this podcast. Listen to the Investors Podcast. They do a once per quarter mastermind, quote unquote mastermind show, where they got 4 value guys talking about stocks. And I think I sent you guys this maybe in the spring, because one of them for maybe Q3 2020 was Spotify, and it was like 2 weeks after we talked about it. And they do a lot of stuff, but like it's basically the one guy of the 4 puts up his argument for the stock, and the other 3 guys try and tear it down. It's about a 2-hour show. They do it once every 3 months, once a quarter. Like I said,
12-hour show?
No, it's like a 2-hour show, and they do it 4 times a year. It's good. They always pick different stocks. One of the guys picked Bitcoin last year too. That would have been a fucking smash. Spotify would have been a fucking smash. They have some other ones that have been like pretty good. Some of them are bigger hits than others, but I can't think back to a stock that I've heard them talk about that I didn't like. And it doesn't mean I invested in all of them, but that's the place I like to start when I'm thinking about tickers. The other place I like to start, and we talked about this on the show before too, you don't have much of an edge as a retail investor. Seeking Alpha is really good for getting like a financial snapshot and finding out some sentiment and sort of like some analysis on what the
bull you should go on
case is.
Like, if you find like a good overview of the company on Seeking Alpha, go to the comments and read. If it's any kind of a popular stock at all, there will be hundreds of comments, and you can read through. And then usually the author will go back and forth with whoever like wrote a comment, and they're usually pretty good, and they'll explain themselves pretty well.
Yeah. Seeking Alpha is good. It's a good interactive community. I only started doing that or looking at Seeking Alpha probably like 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. I think you were the one. I think I heard it from you actually before I heard it from anyone else. The other place I like to go is, or the other thing I like to do, is like if I'm using something in my day-to-day or I see something more and more in my day-to-day, I think about whether or not this is something I should be investing in. That's a place that I don't often start thinking about a stock, but it is a place where I start thinking about a stock I want to get out of or a stock whose competitor I want to start looking into. Great example of that is Netflix. I hate Netflix as a stock. I think there's too many other good competitors. There's too many other places I'd rather go. Yeah, and like I mean, I just spent 6 months, 8 months locked down with my soon-to-be wife, and we didn't watch any Netflix originals. We watched fucking Tiger King. I think that was it. Jordan was HBO.
And we fucked with Queen. We fucked with Queen's Gambit 2 weeks ago.
That's right, Queen's Gambit. Yeah. But like, and so like I was talking to Ken today about this exact thing, because once in a while I'll speak out loud and she'll start like giving me the other side of what she thinks, and I don't think people realize in the Netflix example and what it means as an investor, what it means to like have a discussion or a thought experiment about a competitor. People don't realize how much something like Netflix should be involved in your life for the amount of content they're putting out and the amount of money they're putting into the content, but they're not. Like Queen's Gambit's the only Netflix original I've watched, I think, in its entirety besides Stranger Things, maybe, and House of Cards.
Like Peaky Blinders.
Is that a Netflix original? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're filming for the next season, bud.
So there's a handful of them, but like they put out, I think probably 8 of those things, or 9 of those things, or 10 of those things, probably a new one every year for the last few years, right? Like they got a lot of original content that people just don't watch. Like no one watches it.
Good. It's like all solid.
This is how I know Netflix doesn't even think it's solid. On their earnings call, they changed the metric. I might have said this to you guys already. They changed the metric for a view of a show from, I think, a few minutes, like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, to 2 minutes. So to get like, come on, they know it's not that good. And you're starting to see these, Amazon and Disney Plus and HBO, like those guys are big money. Like Harry Potter's coming to Amazon, I'm pretty sure, or HBO Plus
it's gonna,
next little while.
Like, but my whole thing about that, I don't want to get too off track here, but I think that like for that kind of thing, it's like, as a household, are you really going to decide? If you're going to decide on one streaming service, it's still probably going to be Netflix. I think.
That's what I'm getting.
For us, it would be. But if you had even one child, it wouldn't be Netflix.
I think it would.
You really do? You get that over Disney Plus?
Yes, because your kid is so stupid. Your kid is not going to be like, I don't like this show. your kid is gonna watch whatever the fuck you put him in front of for Netflix. You're gonna do whatever is best for yourself, I think. You know, but I do see more households going to like 2, 3, 4 streaming services because like the wife is gonna want to watch The Office all the time, and like it's
my parents got a couple now.
Yeah, I
fuck with just Netflix, but they got fuck because they like actually watch a shitload of shows. Well, my mom does, anyways, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just suffer through Netflix because I'm not a fucking big show guy anyway, so I don't really care. I just watch the same shit and go to bed.
We didn't do this when we were doing the stock reviews, but I think maybe we should get back into stock reviews. I did like that segment. One of the things I would ask of you guys is it
reasonable?
No, is it reasonable to say that like to draw subscribers away from Netflix, for example, because of like the offboarding process and the onboarding for something new, you'd really have to like be significantly further ahead in terms of quality to get somebody off of Netflix onto something else?
Well, to fully transition you off of Netflix to something else, yes. Because let's say fucking Hulu has like this show that you absolutely have to watch.
One show.
Everyone is fucking watching it. No one's gonna switch off of Netflix to go watch one show on Hulu. You know, like you're gonna maybe like do like the trial month, watch it, go back to Netflix. You need a fucking big compelling argument for me to go actually cut Netflix off for Hulu.
We should do like I would do like a Netflix deep dive on this show. Because I have a lot of feelings about that. I see guys on Twitter calling it Detflix all the time, and like I get the whole meme, and I understand that they're like losing money, but everyone's losing money. Money doesn't fucking matter. It seems like for any of these companies. So why?
But I think Netflix said they're going to be cash flow positive forever now, starting next quarter.
Really?
That's what they said.
Anyway, okay, Mike. What about you?
Anyway, I have one more thing.
Thing to say. Go. We gotta ask Mike where he gets his investing, where he starts his investing journey.
I'll tell you.
That's where I'm. Let me get one more thing in there for Jordan here. So I think I said this on this podcast before too, and to Mike, because Mike's actually asked this like same question, granted like quite a long time ago. BNN, which is Business News Network, it's like Canada's answer to CNBC.
Yeah.
To some degree, way lower budget though, but they have every week. I think it's actually every day. Every day they have a thing called Market Call. So they have someone who's like a fund manager, someone who invests for an insurance company or a pension fund or something, and they come on and they give their 3 top picks, and then because they're usually recurring guests, they go over their last 3 top picks and see how they performed since the last time they were on, and then they field calls from investors.
They take calls.
Sure. They take calls from investors. Yeah.
Wow.
So generally, like for the most part, they will like say, we specialize in like precious metals, or like we do small caps, or we do only dividend stocks. Like they mostly have like a specialty, and they'll give you their top picks and then their past top picks and then everything that they take questions on. So that's how I got my first kind of introduction into investing, was watching BNN and like looking at their top picks and then seeing if it was right for me, looking up other people's past picks, and then like going on Google Finance and just like looking up there. Like I'm pretty sure like my first actual stock investment was High Crush Limited, which was a sand company. They made sand for fracking, and that was the first stock I ever bought back in 2014. And I think I bought it at 38 and sold it at 48, and it was because I saw it on BNN. So yeah, and it's free for everyone. You go on there, and there's like videos. It's like fucking super legit. If you have any time and a computer, just fucking hit up BNN for sure.
The YouTube page, or the actual BNN website?
Actually, BNN website. They have their own like media player.
I want to start putting show notes in these shows because we talk about so much shit on here, and I can't fit it all into the fucking tweet. So
yeah.
Mike, what about you,
Mike?
Come on, Mike.
I go to the Instagram group chat stonks, and I ask Will and Joey
subscribe
if
to
I
the
have
newsletter.
on something. If I have a question about a stock, I usually just ask these 2 guys. But if they don't give me the answers that I require, I go on fucking Google and look it up. I just look up. But the thing is, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Hence why you didn't fucking ask me this fucking question. But no, I look up and I don't know. I'm just trying to like get
the vitriol.
just trying to get a grip on like what I'm looking at, right? Because it's not a fucking easy game. That's why this whole fucking thing of it being popular now is so funny to me, because it's so deep. It's so deep. There's so much. Even just like the terminology alone is like mind numbing. It's crazy.
It's gatekeeping, the terminology. It keeps people out.
Man. I mean, just what the words, like just the vernacular of like investing is so deep. Let alone the moves you're making, the actions you got to do, and like. I'm just like it's intimidating as shit, but like I don't know, I'm just like slowly doing it. It's like with what I'm doing with my apprenticeship. Every once in a while, I'll just read the code book, even if it makes no sense to me. I just start reading it a bit.
Yeah.
It's just like what you do with volume, right? You just read it. Eventually, you just keep reading it. Like when I was in school, I had to do a PLC programming course, and I'm reading shit, and it's like it's fucked. But I had to learn it, so I'm just sitting there. I just kept reading it. And reading
just try to familiarize yourself.
And just like eventually, if you just fucking read it enough,
it's immersion. It's immersion.
Yeah, you're just
in it.
For some reason, you just like then you're just doing the shit on the computer. You're like, oh wait, I fucking actually know what this is for some reason because I read it 14 million times.
Yeah.
Just like I kind of get it. You can kind of put something to it. That's what I'm trying to do with stocks. Like I don't know, it's deep, man. That's why I'm like looking at all this shit like cross-eyed. I'm like, man, all these guys are just in it now. I'm like, how?
I know.
I'm like, dude, it's just like it's insulting because of how fucking difficult it is, and it's like, okay,
you think they are?
By all means, man. Good luck. I hope you fucking don't fail, but chances are pretty good. If your introduction is buying a fucking short squeeze, good fucking luck in the future, man.
You're buying. Yeah, you're gonna buy GameStop after it's up 850%. Like, okay, sure.
Yeah, I think I fucked up buying AMC, but the price is low, so I don't give a fuck.
I'm holding.
I know I fucked up. I knew I missed the boat, but I just did it because it was funny.
If GameStop,
and also, like,
go.
You're not risking your shirt either. You know
no, I never fucking would. That's why I'm saying I'm not gonna liquidate my portfolio to fucking take a jump off a cliff and hope there's a net there.
If GameStop makes to $1,000, I'm gonna cash it out and get a fucking gold chain that says GME.
That would be fucking awesome. I would. Because
that's that's like 1,300 Canadian, like a 10-karat gold chain.
Can you actually? If you do that, Joe, I'll be glad they call you my brother-in-law.
I'll do it. What do I care? It's fine. Doesn't matter.
It's
sure.
free money.
Okay, that's it. The show's over. Any parting words here or no?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no, none.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Peace.